To explain what I'm doing tonight, I need to show you a YouTube video. Now, I'm not turning on the sound here because I don't want to get copyright strike, but you don't need to hear the sound anyway. The visuals pretty much sum things up. This is the Peugeot 208, and as you might be able to see, our hero here apparently has landed himself in wacky races. And the whole idea behind this advertisement is that the Peugeot 208 is ideal if you happen to find yourself challenged at a red light by a bunch of wacky racing cars. Of course, this thing shows off its apparent excellent acceleration and maneuverability, and of course the GPS function that comes built in with the car. Of course, we won't try to test the part about getting the girl, because strangely enough, getting the girl plays no part in the Assetto Corsa simulation. So, yeah, that's the ad. And my general attitude about that has been that Peugeot makes great ads, but really shitty cars. Of course, that's entirely by reputation, because I've never actually driven their cars. But fortunately, although the Peugeot 208 does not come with Assetto Corsa the game, there is a mod out there that you can get for it, which will let you drive the Peugeot 208. And to test things out, first, let's take the Peugeot 208 as it is onto a street track. One of the races that I've got coming up takes place at the mod for the Seattle Street Circuit, which is available, among other things, in various forms of Gran Turismo. And having driven a little bit of downtown Seattle on occasion, I can say that this is, if not completely faithful, definitely faithful enough. Here's our beautiful little Peugeot. This is the bog standard version, and I'm going to show you just how maneuverable it actually is. Making the hairpin at 50 kilometers an hour, which is basically 30 miles an hour. It locks up tires in a heartbeat. Yeah, the rear end loves to step out. And I'm a little bit surprised it hasn't spun me out completely yet. Because it does love to do that, especially in slow to mid-speed corners. Oh, there it went. There it went. Yeah, the rear end grip gives up in a heartbeat. And let me show you just how quick maneuverable this thing is, or isn't, at speed. Yeah, see, the grip just gives up all over the place, and yeah, dodging the caltrops that Dick Dastardly is dropping, that's just not going to happen. So let's go back to pits, get this damage repaired, and we're going to load up a setup that I've got. This one has been altered a bit to give it a bit more grip and to stop it from wanting to step out on every single thing. I still have to be careful with it. You can overload the grip on this thing very easily. But let's see what I can do in one flying lap. Bear in mind, this is not coming in cold on this. I have practiced this track. Okay, it's coming up on the flying lap now. Shitty through that corner because I forgot where on the track I was. .209.5, which is pretty close to my best lap time if it isn't my best lap time. I forget. My best lap time is in the 209s. So yeah, I'm about as ready as I'm going to be for what is about to follow. And there's still plenty of room for improvement, obviously. But we're going to take on a quick race here. 98 completely unnerfed opponents here. But who the opponents are, that's going to be the interesting thing. We're going to have two cats here, Guagua and Dingus. We're going to have a Tyrannosaurus Rex. We're going to have a hot rod made out of Lego. We're going to have Mater from the Cars trilogy. We're going to have a futuristic hover mega truck. We're going to have an office chair. We're going to have the Flintstones mobile. We're going to have a bathtub, the Ghostmobile, the Ecto-1 Ghostmobile from Ghostbusters, and your ordinary Ford Transit van to round out the field of 12. So, the race is going to be 10 laps. Actually, we're just going to make it 5 laps. Because that's going to be 10 minutes, and that's going to be plenty enough to determine whether or not this car is actually going to be any good in a wacky race against wacky car opponents. And we are actually on pole position. Behind us is one of the cats is on the road. Then behind us is the T-Rex, the hot rod. The second cat is on the third row next to the office chair. What the hell are you? I have forgotten. Shit. And I can't look. Ford Transit, Ecto, chair. Well, there's stuff, okay? There's just stuff. And we're about to go racing stuff. Are you ready? Okay, we're in third behind the chair and ahead of one of the cats. Okay, the Ecto 1 has overtaken the Lego hot rod. It's coming up on the cat. While the Peugeot is being left for dead by the office furniture. Okay, we're one lap down, 4 to go. Still holding on to third. Okay, that lockup brought me closer to the chair temporarily. Meanwhile, there goes Ecto 1. Almost had a bad moment there. This thing absolutely does not like you to touch the brakes if the front wheels are turned in anything other than a perfectly straight line. Okay, Mater and the bathtub appear to have dropped out of this race. And we're not too far from lapping the Ford Transit. Damn it. Oh, that hurt. Okay, both the cats have passed me. Leaders on the final lap. That's either going to be the T-Rex or the Ectomobile. We have lapped the transit van. Try not to run over the kitty cat. Can't believe I'm having a race battle with a cat. But the Peugeot apparently it can go slightly faster than the cat. In a straight line, anyway. but the cat is better in corners. Or that might just be my driving. And there we are, across the finish line. 6th out of 12. Now, I could go chapter and verse on this, but basically what it boils down to is, if you give it long enough, this thing does have a halfway decent top speed. It's rated for 283 kilometers an hour, or put in American terms, that's somewhere in the ballpark of 170 miles an hour. But, and it's a very big but, the acceleration is atrocious as far as racing is concerned. The brakes are worse because they lock up if you do more than slightly tap them. And the connection to the ground, the traction, the grip that the tires have is well below and behind what you would expect out of a racing car. This thing wants to go spinning or go out of control without any warning at a moment's notice, and once it starts, you can't really recover it. So would I choose this for a racing car? No, it's dreadful as a racing car. I'm not even 100% sure that I would choose it as a car for just going grocery shopping. I mean, yes, we finished ahead of one of the two cats. We finished ahead of a future hover truck, and we finished ahead of the Flintstone-mobile, who I don't think we saw since we left the line. But the Lego Hot Rod, although terrible in corners, absolutely had us in a straight line. Same deal with the Extramobile. And the Tyrannosaurus Rex, if it had wanted us for dinner, would have had us. And, well, the bathtub and Mater, well, that's driven by two idiots, so what can you say about that?